Hello, hello. I'm Naomi, which I'm sure you know if you're here watching this, and I'm here with the gorgeous Lisa. And this is a pretty special interview for me because Lisa is actually my sponsor and mentor. So I'm pretty excited to be interviewing her. And I won't tell you too much about her. I'll let her get to all of that stuff. But this is the second interview in my new interview series, which is Wealth Builders, the Leadership Series. So this one, I'm going to be interviewing all of the leaders in our business, not all of them, but they will all be leaders. And thank you so much, Lisa, for joining us with your little bubba. And that just highlights how versatile this business is, that we get to do this with little babies sleeping in our arms and wherever we are at the time, which you look like you're actually at home at the moment. So
I'm at home, yes, at the bassinet behind me there. But yes, thank you so much, Naomi, for having me and asking me to come and have a chat. And exactly right. Like, this is why I started this business, so I could be more of a present mum, so I could be earning from home, or usually, as you've kind of hinted to, we travel a lot. Sometimes we're in our caravan overseas, wherever. But at the moment at home in our bit of a baby bubble. We're coming out of the baby bubble, I must say.
No worries. Well, you just tell us where you were before you found this business and how you got into it.
Yeah, so I come from a background of being a nurse and a midwife. So I was on maternity leave with our second son and like loving, being that present parent, being a present mom, present wife, all the things. But I was looking down the barrel of having to go back to work full time. And I was like thinking like, oh my gosh, like I really don't want to have to go back full time, open my mind, to other ways of earning an income from home. And that's when this business kind of landed in my lap. And even though I was skeptical, even though I was like scared, like I'd never, ever done anything like this before. Okay. I had only ever been a nurse and a midwife, like straight out of high school. And so that was the thing though, I was watching other people creating this amazing income online. I was watching like children, right? There's children on YouTube making millions and billions of dollars online. And I thought to myself, why can't I, So that's when, I looked into it. I saw what Naomi saw as well, that we've all seen, something that blew my mind away. I saw incredible potential and I thought I've just got to give it a go. And haven't looked back.
Amazing. And tell us a bit about what the biggest shift or transformation has been for you and your life since starting this business.
I think to sum it all up, choice, freedom and choice has been the biggest thing. What this business gets to bring for us is choice, to be able to have whatever it is that we like, in our lives, So after in this space for about 12 months, I did go back to work, by the way. This is a business model that we can build in the pockets of our time. So I did need to go back to work, but whilst I was working, I was still building my business, on the side, in the pockets of my time, around being a mum, working, as a nurse and a midwife. And then I got to the point of actually being able to replace my income within about 12 months of being in this space, and then went on to replace my husband's income as well. And that's when we decided that we'd like to go traveling. We've always loved to travel, So we've done quite a few years on the road with our children, because that's what lights us up, And again, that's I think that's the biggest thing, being able to design our own days.
Amazing. And this is a bit of an out of the box question, but every leader has that one belief that they'll never compromise on, even if it ruffles feathers. What's the hill you die on in this industry? What's the one big belief that you have?
I think for me, like why I got started was for my children, for my family, right? And so it always comes back to my children. And if it's not going to serve them, or me, then it's a no. If that makes sense, So what absolutely. I like about Yeah, what I liked about this business model was, again, that we could build it in the pockets of our time around family. But the fact that, yeah, exactly that, I could still be that present parent, you know, and the business, like the children, my family gets to be the priority. Whereas, you know, with my, again, being back when I was doing my nursing and so on, working like 12-hour shifts, you know, there was times where, like, yes, I would miss like school events, you know, or even Christmas and things like that, you know, like as a nurse and a midwife, 24/7, like a rotating roster. We don't get holidays really, you know, because we need to be there all the time, right? So, you know, that was what hurt me the most, was being away, missing milestones for my children, you know. So now I have the choice that I can put them first. And then, you know, income gets to, or the business, you know, it gets to come, comes next. You know, in fact, we've got this business model that gets to work for us in the background. So we get to have it all, to have family life, freedom, choice, but also knowing that my business is running for me a lot in the background. So I know that income is coming from that, as well.
And how crazy is it that, you know, you're the odd one out because you choose to put your family first, your children first, rather than a job that will literally replace you in a week. It's just mind-blowing that that's how our society has evolved, and that's what we think is normal.
It doesn't make any sense. And it goes against everything within our, like, even our instincts, you know, as mums, as parents, like dropping that child off at daycare, for example, and it's breaking your heart and it's breaking their heart, you know, and of course it has its place, you know, but it's breaking our hearts for a reason, because it's going against, you know, everything that our instincts are telling us, right? It doesn't make sense at all.
Love that. Love it. And if you had to rebuild from zero tomorrow, what would you do differently, or what would you do exactly the same? You can pick which one of those you want to choose.
I don't know. I think, you know, the pathway that we walk or run or whatever, skip, it's always for a reason, right? You know, so I'm not one to really, you know, I'm not one to change, but I mean, I definitely could change my mindset, I think. You know, in the beginning, I lacked confidence, okay? I lacked conviction, which gets to grow over time, you know. But like I said, I'd never done anything like this before. I didn't come from sales. I didn't ever dabble in network marketing or anything like that, you know. So I looked at the leaders and thought to myself, oh, like, I don't think I'm going to make that, you know, but I'm going to try anyway. But oh my gosh, like, I just don't see that I could actually achieve what those leaders are achieving. Now I am one of those leaders, you know, and in like even more so than the people that I was looking at when I first started, I've achieved more than them now. You know, I've even like sort of overtaken when it comes to like earning potential and things like that, you know. So if I I would tell myself to, you know, I would want to believe in myself more. Tell myself that I'm worthy and capable, you know, much earlier on. Than I realized, I guess.
And what's one thing about business or leadership that no one prepared you for prior to coming into this?
Ooh, well, again, like, I came from that traditional income model, I guess. You know, I became a nurse and a midwife because I wanted to be in a helping role. I wanted to make a difference in people's lives. I also became a nurse and a midwife because I saw it as a secure job. You know, I saw it as income that I would have, you know, forever. I'm always going to have a job. But again, stepping into this space, I saw the potential when it came to the income potential, right? I saw what was available to us, but again, I didn't really quite grasp it until it started sort of happening before my eyes, you know. So the income potential really still on a daily basis blows my mind, you know. So it was something that I was not prepared for, the fact that yes, I would be jumping into a business model that has the potential to earn uncapped income for generations to come. Like, I didn't even know that this type of income, especially like legacy wealth, you know, that is bonuses that are paid to us every month for the rest of our lives, but that also, you know, to our children, even after we're gone, it's available to our children, so they receive that type of income monthly for life. Like, I just never knew it existed until jumping into this space, you know. So it's a reality that we get to earn multiple 5-figure income months, or even 6-figure income months, you know. And I just didn't know that was a possibility until now.
It is. It's amazing. Like, it's mind-blowing, the opportunity that we have, isn't it? And I'm just so grateful every day that I found this opportunity and that I found you. If I hadn't have stumbled across your post that day, I might not ever have found my way here.
I love that.
And what's one thing that you would tell anyone that might be sitting on the fence and watching this and hasn't quite made the leap yet, or wondering whether it's for them? What would you tell them?
Just get the facts, like, just learn the information, come through the learning process. You have nothing to lose by becoming fully informed, right? Because again, in this industry, there's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of assumptions, you know, and the best thing you can do is just come through, watch the masterclass, you know, go through the learning process that Naomi is guiding you through, and become, like I said, become fully informed. Jump on the phone, ask all those questions. And then, you know, at the end of the learning process, you're fully informed, you've got the facts, and then the ball is in your court, right? And again, once you've seen what we've seen, the potential there, it's extremely likely that you're going to say, I'm just going to have to give it a try because there's nothing else available, you know, that's so incredible. Or maybe not, because like Naomi said, you know, it's not, maybe it was earlier in our chat before this, before this interview, but there's nothing, nothing else available like this. And why not? Why not give it a go? Oh, I'm breaking up a bit.
And it's so true. You know, if you're sitting on the fence, then it's probably a simple matter, and I'm here to answer those questions. No question is off limits. So reach out to me. I can answer any questions. I can send you a copy of a masterclass, and we can chat more about what it is that's holding you back from even just having a look at the opportunity. That's all you have to do, and find out whether it might be for you or not. So thank you so much, Lisa, for joining me and having a chat. And I'll look forward to talking to you again soon.
No worries at all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.